Welcome to my channel. On this video I want to talk about what makes a good player in Call of Duty. I would say there are 4 important factors to becoming a good player. Those are experience, mentality, environment, and talent. So what do I mean by those? Experience is all the qualities that you learn through playing more. It's the aiming, the movement, the mechanics, how you apply them and how well you understand them. Basically anything that you can actively practice, but also things like the game sense that you gain through just playing more and seeing more situations playing out, but also the map knowledge. It is, again, all qualities that you learn by just playing more. The second factor is the mentality. It is how much of a competitive person you are. And one important aspect of this is having a student mentality. As a student, you're trying to learn more. You're trying to learn more about the game and also looking for ways to actively improve at the game. One way, of course, is trying to always find new information, looking at better players and what they do, learning from your own mistakes whenever they play out. And this is also something that a lot of people lack. A lot of people like to blame outside factors for own shortcomings, even if they are obvious. I'm not saying every single time it's actually you doing the mistake and it can't be a problem with the connection or other factors like this, but very often you will at least have partial fault, and it is important to look at those situations and kind of think to yourself, what could you have done differently to change the outcome in your favor? And then actually applying those changes and those realizations that you had. Another important factor for the mentality is how open you are for challenges. Do you actually mind playing against better players or good players? Do you like to push yourself to your limits? Because it is by trying to push yourself above your limits and over your comfort zone that you will actually improve and extend where your limit is. The third factor is the environment, and that is the people that you play with and against. Playing with better players will generally help you. You can see how good the players play, what they do different, what strategies they use and apply, and kind of learn from that. Also, playing against good players will see that all your mistakes will be punished a lot harder than they would be otherwise, and this will help you to avoid bad habits that you might not realize you even have if you only play against lower skilled enemies or even bots in the worst case. Also, when you play against them, you will have to approach gunfights, for example, differently, and you have to navigate the map differently. You will have to see what works against them, what doesn't work, and through this you can refine your gameplay and make yourself a lot more competent player than you would be otherwise. The fourth and last factor is talent. It's a broad term I would use for everything that you have little control over. It can be on the physical side, for example your reaction times. You can only improve them so far, but at some point you will hit a limit over which you just can't really improve much at all. But it could also be how fine you can use the controls, for example, how well you can see and hear. If you have bad eyesight, there's not much that you can do about it, unfortunately. But outside of those things, it can also be on the mental side. It could be that you have an affinity for certain things. For example, a very, very good game sense where everything just feels natural and you seem to just read the enemies like a book. Those factors that go into this talent category is what I would say will determine how fast you learn and improve, and will also determine your personal cap, how good you can actually become. I hope this video could help you become more aware about what is needed for growth, so you can become a better player as a result. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them as a comment and I will answer them. Have a nice day.